And hey, hi, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to twitch.tv/speedgaming3. As we present another matchup in the Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer Grid stage. This is Group H matchup between the one and only fcoughlin. You might have heard of that name before, of course. teex88. As we present another race in the Mario 3 Randomizer. My name's Matt J. I'm joined console side with LOZ Cards 23. How are you, sir?
I'm doing very good. Thank you very much. What happened last night, let's just say I had some bad RNG, but I am ready to roll tonight. For the first time this season, teex88 versus fcoughlin. This is a Group H matchup. And fcoughlin, of course, the seasoned veteran, and teex88, the up-and-coming riser. I think this is going to be a great matchup. We got two races. They're going to be doing two different flag sets. First ones, they're going to be starting numerical order.
Order. Basically, with that, what Cards fan is trying to say. What do I call you, Cards fan?
You can call me Cards. You can call me Laws. You can call me LOZ. It's up to you.
All right, well, I'll call you Cards for now. But what Cards is trying to say is, in turn, we're doing two races this evening. Our first race is turning flags 1. Everything is, the only thing not randomized technically is the world order. As you see, we are beginning with world Uno.
Yep, everything is in place. Well, we could see additional forts still in flag set 1. Of course, because this is world 1, you're going to see the world 1's fort. Now, if there is a tail at the end, they can get an extra prize at the end. If not, they're going to have to take the bottom route and no dice. But we see a fire flower, and that's going to help with the boom boom kill.
Gonna make things a little easier to dispose of the first boom boom of the game. As we mentioned, everything else is randomized except what you see on screen. If you see two forts in a place where you're not supposed to see two forts, that means another world will get one fort less. If we see it in this particular race, we will bring it up.
Great start for both runners. Teex out to the early lead, going to panel number 6. Of course, World 1-6. Ooh, fire snakes. Look out.
Gotta be careful with those. Not as bad as fire chomps, though.
Yeah, fire chomps are the bane of my existence when I played this game as a kid. And Fred picking up a star here, and no leafs. We're going to have to take the bottom route again. The old bottom route of shame, as some people might call it.
Ain't nothing wrong with the bottom route of shame.
No, not
right
in
now,
this case.
Teex is in a lead, but Fred is not too far behind. I joked earlier about Fred. He is the one who actually made this particular randomizer, which is available for public consumption.
A question in chat: are there warp whistles? The answer is no. There will not be any warp whistles at all during the tournament.
Yeah, for those wondering, it is 100%. It is any percent warpless. You don't have to beat the entire room, but you got to make map. But you got to get it out of the. You got to make it. You got to make. Basically, you got to beat all the 8 worlds, and then get to world 8. Find the castle. Find the Koopa. Kill the Koopa. Win the game, and you win the ring. You win the game first. You win the race. Simple as that.
Both players going behind the cards here and going to find Toad's Mushroom House, but all we have is a music box. And Teex, that is not a pleasant set of Hammer Brothers. Two Fire Brothers? Yikes. And Teex gets it on the second try. Very nicely done, and gets a P-Wing for his efforts. fcoughlin, good fight of his own. He'll also get it plus a 1-up.
Good use. So far, what's going on is obviously we have a tight race so far.
They are neck and neck right now. Fred going to pick up a leaf here. Teex going to go down to the pipe first against Larry Koopa. Ooh! Earthquake Larry. 2 hits isn't enough. 3 hits, it is.
Regular hits, but regular in the HP department, but not in the regular setup. So that is a very interesting first start.
Indeed, and Teex going to have a very slight lead on Fred, and we'll find out what our first letter from the princess is going to garner. Ads by Google. Would you like to buy a hammer suit? By the way, Just want to let you guys
but
know.
we would, but unfortunately, they're currently unavailable.
Jukum Cloud. By the way, this stream has no affiliation with Google whatsoever. This is just a coincidence, folks. World 2, starting with Panel 2.
So Panel 2, Teeks is going with the World 2 again. Vanilla and World are in position. Most levels will be vanilla in World, but not necessarily in position. Fred going through his F fort, his 2 fort right now.
Yep, and Tex completes panel number 2. Will not opt for the 3 of a kind, and he's going to move on to the pipe to skip panel 4. Now, let's see if that fort ends up being required. It is, and Fred made the right choice.
Unfortunately required, right?
But Fred getting spiked.
He's going to want to visit that mushroom house as well if he wants some extra inventory, but we'll see what happens.
That's a tough break there. You don't want to be taking a costly death at that particular moment there, so Fred's going to have to try it again. Vanilla Worlds, because this is flag set number 1, where it's in vanilla, but we do shuffle the locations of everything. Flag set 2, we're going to see a lot more variation.
Yeah, flag set 1 is a little bit, there will be some vanilla in your chocolate, so to speak. However, in Journey Flags 2 and Race 2 is where we really know what Randomizer can do. We'll explain that before the race starts. But we got to get this race first.
Teek's having a little bit of trouble with the Boomerang Brothers, but does get a mushroom for completing that. Also completed the 3 sets of cards to pick up a 1-up. Both players are sitting on 4 lives. Here's the first appearance of the end card game. Everything is shuffled. The locations, what the items give you, and Teeks is going to pick up a match on the mushrooms. Now I'll know where the flower is next time. What did that mushroom give him?
He only gets 1.
Not going to find out, it looks
He's
like.
not opting to check. He's bouncing around. He's gonna pick up a few extra.
So he's gonna go into this mushroom house and gets a flower. It was a frog suit.
It was a frog suit, and he's got a fire flower, so not a bad pickup in the mushroom house here. He's gonna use this flower, and we have, well, there you go.
Yeah, I'm going for panel number 3 here, and oh man, we have a runaway chomp here, a chain chomp. Yikes!
Whoops.
Nice job there by Teeks. Boy, he's really going for the fast strat. Nicely played.
Right now, it's hard to determine who has a lead. Right now, we know Fred has unlocked his airship, so it's just a matter of clearing a few more levels and get to that airship. With Teeks, he is finding out what he needs to do. He's going to backtrack to his castle to get that cleared. Right now, it's a small lead for Fred, but but only a lead, not the lead.
It's hard to say who's got the lead at this point, but as you were mentioning that, Fred opting not to play the end card game, so he is taking a little bit of a chance here in the hopes that the card game doesn't have items that is going to be game changers.
He is going to have to rely on secrets he gets, and of course the Teeks gets caught with the wild hot foot. Fred taking no chances in the lives department. A 5-star frog splash, 5 up with the stars. And for those wondering in the chat, do hammers break lock in both tourney flags? Yes, hammers do break rocks and locks. They, however, do not build bridges.
Ooh, the Boomerang Brothers take down Fred. So
bad box there, unfortunately.
Yeah, bad luck there. Yeah, I don't disagree. In another death for Fred. Ooh, down to 7 lives. Yeah, I definitely now agree with the play of getting the 5 1-ups. Getting 3 of a kind early on, I think, is a great play, especially if you took a few deaths to begin the race.
Yeah, if you're just doing vanilla speedrun stats, you want to avoid that cutscene. But in a race, especially in randomizer, you want as many lives as possible to provide a cushion. At least if you're not as experienced or you're not going to use as many items as Fred is obviously opting to do.
Nice job by Teeks to sneak by that crazy hot foot there. Now it's up to Boom Boom Fight as Fred completes this stage, and Teeks takes down Boom Boom.
And we're going to take a visit to that sun, to where that sun was supposed to be. But did I see? There it is.
Saw
There's
correctly.
Boss Bass.
It is Boss Bass. Looking for a meal. Let's see if Fred can outrun that Boss Bass. Look out.
Yeah, no, but he misses him.
Teeks on that same quicksand stage. Gonna have to watch out for Boss Bass. Gets through the whirlwind there, and Fred survives.
Ooh.
And Teeks, I think, despawned the Boss Bass. I don't see him anywhere.
Wow, lucky on that particular situation. Fred, an unfortunate mix around with the Hammer Brothers, so he's got to get rid of one of them at the very least. And he's going to pick up a mushy.
And down go the Boomerang Brothers for Teeks. Gets a star for his efforts. Oh, no. And Teeks is going to retake the lead on that one.
We'll take a lead. He's got a star, does Fred. Teeks entering the airship first. Some beautiful, wow. Picks up a leaf and uses this P speed to skip over the rest of the airship. For those wondering, all but 2 levels in the Mario 3 Mario 3 are de-auto scroll for your speed running pleasure. You're seeing the airships are de-auto scrolled. 5.9 is not de-auto scrolled, as you need the auto scroll, which you're actually, clear the level. The other one is a beta level, which you will not see in the Tourney Flags 1, but not in Tourney Flags 2.
Matty
You'll
J,
see in Tourney Flags 2.
Morton Koopa was not very salty this time around. Only took 2 hits to take him down. Teeks and Fred both complete with World 2. Peach's letter gives us a frog suit.
So 2 frog suits and a World 3. Do we have a God Mode World 3?
Nah.
Not yet. You have to clear something first.
3-7 jackpot. Will they go for Coin Heaven in the item? I say no, but who knows? I've been proven wrong before.
Some people, I've seen some people go for it, and Teeks is going to go for it. It's a time loss, but you do pick up an item and a few extra coins.
Yeah, that item could be something
can
very
result in it.
valuable. See?
It could be the hammer suit, could be a hammer, could be a P-Wing. It is a leaf. It is still useful.
Yeah, probably not exactly what Teeks was looking for, but yeah, that's a pretty solid item nonetheless. Let's see, Fred gonna go up the vine. Is he too gonna play the Coin Heaven? We're gonna find out.
It's starting to look like it, and he does.
Teeks picking up a hammer from the Hammer Brothers duel and finds another one. Uh-oh, more of these fiery guys.
Bros.
Oh, man!
He's gonna get an
another
extra
power.
with a leaf. He gets his tail back and a star.
Very nicely done there for Teeks. Fred gonna get his leaf from Jackpot, and we'll move on. Teeks gonna take the next pipe.
All right, so one pipe says new, so logically speaking, we might see it over here.
It's gotta be.
It's
But
gotta
is it
be
locked?
in it.
That's the question.
It's
It's locked.
unfortunately, it is locked, but a hammer will fix that.
Yep, Teeks going to use his hammer right there. Fred sees the lock. He does not have the hammer from that Hammer Brother. He's gonna have to go back.
What's he gonna do? He has a fort in the way, so he will take that. Another way to do it. So Teeks in a lead right now.
All right, let's see how thick Wendy is. Did she have her Baconators tonight? There's 2 hits.
Whoa, 2 hits.
3 hits.
Regular Wendy.
Yeah, just a regular Wendy. So I guess she just had the Dave single.
The Dave single. I would have went for just a single bacon area with extra bacon.
Well, maybe next time.
Have a salad on the side,
Right. Yeah, I always say that if she goes down in 1 hit, it's side salad. All right, Fred completes 3F1. And let's see, that was the right one. Oh, here's the card game. First time for Fred. Nothing there on the first turn.
He's
No
opting
match.
not to use it.
Nope, he just wants to get rid
No
of
match.
it. Nope. Board goes back.
Board goes back, and there it was the fort to clear it. Okay.
The only bad news for Fred is he wasn't able to get the hammer from the Hammer Brothers thingamabob there. If he would have gotten that hammer and completed the fort, that hammer could have come in handy later.
At this point, it's back to no one has really a clear advantage. Fred could catch up.
Uh-oh, but gets hit by the flame jets, is now down to Small Mario. And this is going to be potentially troublesome for Fred. Let's see what happens here. X is in the card game now. Finds one match. Look out for that third candy cane. Fred, yes!
It's a done. We have a few matches over at teex. He's not going to check now. He's going to go over to the tunnels and check his pipe. Oh, wow. So the fort cleared the way to the airship. He gets a jump. Beautiful.
That was beautiful indeed.
Beautiful. And for that, he gets a cloud, a well-earned one with that beautiful clear there of those two Hammer Brothers. However, teex has a clear path However, he will pick up a few items. Obviously, the strat here is that. Frog suit over at Fred's side as well, for those wondering in the letter.
Man, you know what they say, use a star, get a star. That's what happened with teex there. On to the World 4 airship where Iggy Koopa awaits. Fred in 4F1, taking the basement here and using the star to take down the Boo Diddley. Teex with a chance at a fire kill here, man. Let's see if he can get it. There's one hit.
He got it. That looked like a two-hitter.
That was amazing. Nice fight.
That was
teex.
quick.
I'll say it was. Fred completes 4F1. The teex moving on to World 5.
teex having a big lead going into it, with Fred going into his pipe to see. You don't need to worry about the second half, that half of the map. He does have to worry about this the Hammer Brother. This is another one.
I sure hope Mario doesn't fall for that scam.
Ooh, yeah.
So here's 5F2. We knew that because it was the blue fortress.
Yeah. So this will clear a lock somewhere on the map on World 5.
teex just keep on moving here. That is the strategy in 5F2. Well played.
Beautiful.
Fred ready to go for the airship here in World 4, but teex is starting to build a little bit of a lead. I think he's ahead by a couple of stages at this point. Still anybody's game. We still have the pipe maze, and of course, who could forget World 8? teex going to take down these Hammer Brothers and pick up a P-Wing. Fred now on his way against Iggy. Well, 2 hits wasn't enough, so it was the fire kill for teex, and 3 hits is not enough. How about 4? It's a 4-hitter.
So it was a 4-hitter. Okay. Just a very good hammer kill, fire kill. And teex takes the pipe, goes ahead and kisses the sky, and wow. We have a fort in the way, so if he decides to crowd, and we have 5-9, and there's their example, 5-9, full auto scroll and everything.
Yeah, this, the stage affectionately known as Atlantis and the Coin Heavens, the auto-scrollers unfortunately cannot be turned off in those, but I'll tell you what, I like the Purple Haze reference there you just did on us, Matty.
It's my favorite running gag when I do this.
I like it. So Fred now in 5F2, and he's doing a little bit more casually than teex88. Playing it safe, does not want to fall into that lava. Ooh, but gets hit by the Podobo from the ceiling.
He's gonna get a star. Ooh, we may get a star kill. Oh no, we can't because it's an up pipe. Can't. I just realized.
It's an up pipe. Doing the somersault prevents you from going into the pipe as teex clears his hand. Easy 5-9 because you had no fire snakes, no fire chomps, none of those guys.
And while we have 5-8 here.
Quick stage, but a deceptively tough one because of that Jugum / Lakitu. Uh-oh. Made it.
He gets it done. And now Teeks going into... Will he do the chip if he gets the chance? We're about to find out.
Card
We do
Teeks.
have an end card. So we're going to pick up an item or two here. Or we hope anyway. He's got no match there. One mistake. He's got one. Will he get two? No, he only get one. That was a leaf. He's got a star, and he's going to use his leaf to get through his F1, his 5 F1s.
5 F1. Really flying in this 5 F1. That was really well done. Using that leaf and the star put together, Teeks just absolutely destroyed that level.
And a little bit of P speed to get that going. Down goes Boom Boom. Now will Teeks go for the coin ship? It is the auto.
Fred's going to try for the skip. Using this Jugum Cloud, Teeks now in the airship. So right now, Fred sits 2 stages behind Teeks at the moment.
He is starting to catch up. He's using his the P-Speed trap to avoid the Lakitu Cloud here.
Oh, the wonky hitbox nailing Teeks there. And now down to Small Mario. He's in trouble. 2. 3 is not
2,
enough.
that's 3.
4. It's a
4,
5
we got
hitter.
a full HP.
He got him.
Beautiful maneuverability. He was in trouble there.
Now Fred's
And
turn
Fred.
with 5 F1. Boy, close call there for Teeks. Roy nearly got him.
So it will be about a stage behind where Fred is. Is it a bad time your public license expired? Yes, it is a bad time.
Yeah. The Scapelli brothers are going to take over now. There's a star.
There's a reference. There's a deep cut for you.
Oh, you better believe it. I just went. That's right. I did it, folks. I went SMB the movie on you guys.
And by the way, it's not the worst movie ever made.
No, I will agree with that one. As Teek's going to pick up the Fire Flower here, World 6.
He's got a fire chain. He's going to avoid that. Again, good platforming here. He's got to get that done.
Fred now in the World 5 airship. He'll take his turn against Roy, the 5 hitter. That was panel number 3 for Teeks. Hey, at least we don't have to do panel number 9. Here's panel 4.
Yeah. Or action zone, if you want to call it, if you want to be technical and quote the book. Coughlin, Fred, he takes care of business with Roy. He's finishing up his 4.
Able to avoid the 3 of a kind. He's got 4 lives extra at his disposal. Fred has 9 as he completes World 5. Next up, a Hammer Brother for Teeks. Does have the fire suit. That'll make this fight much more smooth. His prize, music box.
He's got a music box, which can come in useful in World 7 if you want to avoid the piranha plants.
He's already got a couple of them, and whoa, we've got ourselves a fort with a boulder in the way, or a lock rather, and unfortunately,
it's a lock, yeah. And he can't skip it.
No, he's got to play.
Ain't
Fred,
no way to skip it.
getting rained on by that Goomba here in 6-3. That was nasty.
I can only find subtle ironies if that lock doesn't break after beating this fort, though. That would soft lock the race, which makes it which should not happen. Probably a good time to mention I rolled this seed.
He rolled a good, that's for sure.
Kill.
I don't know. He lost some speed there. Teek's going to have to hurry, and no, yes! He did get it. Fred going to be playing 6-5.
You know what? It could be worse.
Yeah, it could be 6-6.
Could be 6-6. There you go.
Yeah, 6-6 and 6-9 are 2 of the worst ones here in World 6. Teeks now in 6-2.
Fred's gonna fly up. Oh,
Nice catch of that.
yeah.
Giant Koopa Troopa shell there, and 6-5 complete for Fred.
Fred finally making a visit to the end cards.
Oh, he is going for the
Get out of
prizes
map.
this time.
He's got 2. He's got 3. He's gonna get 4. 5. He's got 6. He's gonna clear the board.
Wow.
He's got a cheat sheet going, I'm sure.
Every single one of them on that turn. No mistakes. Way to go, Fred. He wins the car. And yes, I drew another reference. That was classic concentration.
That was very nice. I got that. That's nice.
All right. Now, Teeks gonna use the P-Wing to fly over everything in 6-9. Who wants to play 6-9? Not Teeks.
Nope. He gets it done. He's gonna move up. What's he got going here? 6-1.
Yep. Fred here in 6F1 gets through the first part. You can do a clip there, actually, to skip this inside part.
I've seen it done.
Yep, I saw it done earlier today. Teeks completes his hand up to 6 extra lives. Fred going for the quick kill. He should get it.
And beautiful. And textbook technical fort kill there. Boom, boom, star kill over at Fred. And Teeks already at the end. Nothing else to build there. So he's going to go straight to the airship.
Definitely wasn't going to do panel 6 and not going to do panel 10. Certainly the easier of the two, panel 10. So Lemmy Koopa awaits at the end, as I like to call him. He's a shrimp. We'll see if that holds true this time or if they buffed him up a bit.
You know, if Lemmy Koopa turns out to be, you know, as hard as Lemmy Killmister from Motorhead, oh, we might have to.
Ooh, it's
Got
not 2.
1, 2, got bounced around. 3.
Ooh, 3 is not enough.
4
hits. A bit of a jumbo shrimp this time. They buffed him up.
Gotta love jumbo shrimp.
You bet. World 6 cleared for Teeks Fred with the Sledgehammer brother. Oh, how did he not get hit twice?
Luck be around here. We have a hammer.
It's a hammer. Nice. Very nice. Oh, but gets kicked off a second time.
But no problem. He's gonna take care of business.
Ooh, a jugum.
And like you said, a cloud in the last letter before we meet the king of the Koopas and world and HE double hockey sticks, and we found our way to the isle of happiness. And we have a hammer.
Fast,
so
free.
That is a fast 7. If you have a hammer, that's a fast 7. That is a cheap 7.
Now,
not a free 7, but a cheap 7.
Absolutely.
There's a difference. If it's free, there wouldn't have been a lock.
True. Good point. But
or the piranha plant would have been still there, and the music box was there. So cheap.
Luddy, let's see what you've got. Going for the fire kill, but Luddy just absolutely stopped him in his tracks. He's in trouble. He's not a one-hitter.
1 hit.
2, that's not enough. 3, that's it.
That's 3. So Vanilla Wolfgang von Koopa. Or Ludwig.
Right you are.
Ludwig, same diff.
Yep, and
they're both classical composers.
you are right about that, Teeks. Moving on to World 8, and boy, it's going to take a World 8 for Fred to catch up here. I mean, Teeks has really played well.
All right, there. So, that being said, we enter HE double hockey sticks with Teeks. He's got 6 lives and some inventory. A couple of tunnels. He's got to beat a level or two. He's going to use his frog suit to give him an extra hit.
Yep, this is the army.
With
He
regular
knows not
attack.
to complete it. By the way, people in chat, predict how many bridges it will take to complete the path to Bowser's Castle. 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Well, we have a hand bridge. That's going to be a little loaded to deal with eventually.
It's not going to be 4. We just saw one of the locks there.
He's going to cloud over the first level, so we'll see what happens there. He's got a lock to contend with.
Not 3, not 2.
Anchors
It's either
go
1
all
or
the way.
0.
So for those wondering, anchors do not usually would stop airships, but they're not really useful. So they're wild cards. They will be the same no matter what, but you don't know what that is until you use it.
That's right, Maddie. And Fred Coughlin complete with World 7. He's going to make his, or World 6 rather, excuse me. He'll be on his way to World 7. Teex at the Super Tanks level just needs to take down this Boom Boom, and then he'll be on his way. That'll pick off one of the locks. We'll see if it's the one he needs.
And Fred was doing a pipe check. Checked what the other one had. He doesn't need to do a panel 7, so he's going to find out that he's already at the Isle of Happiness. I believe he's got the music box and a hammer, so he has a cheap World 7 as well.
You are correct on that, but still has to complete the fort without taking a death here. Right now, Teex in the World 8's fort with the fire suit still intact. He's trying for the 1 cycle, but that's not going to happen this time. He's still going to go for it. He got it!
He got that clip, and oh, he's got the lead. With that, he definitely has the lead.
Yeah, he has the lead. I mean, it would take Fred to make a crazy intuition decision to take it away from Teex. We'll see what happens. Here's the Luddy fight. We need 3 hits.
He's got the Navy to contend with.
Yep,
Though it should be noted, Teex has yet to find the keep. So it's still... he's in the lead, but Fred's about to join us in HE double hockey sticks. It's anyone's race now. This could still be anyone's race.
Absolutely. We call it the great equalizer for a reason, Matty J, because you can have a lead going in there, but if you take one path, your opponent takes the other, and that other path turns out to be the winner, well, guess what? You're out of luck. There's panel 2. Oh, Teex gets caught by the hand.
But he'll get a free item once he clears that, and we'll tell you every hand level has the same item no matter what, as you know.
Ooh,
What do we
Fred's
have this
playing the
time?
Army. Anchor.
Ooh,
Wow.
Anchor.
I don't think I've ever seen that before for the World 8 hand stages. I think that's the first time I've seen it. Wow, could be anything.
I think Teex was trying something with it, so we don't know what it is.
We don't know
Fred
where
is
to
going
get
for
to
the item at
Bowser's
the end of the
Castle.
tank.
Gotta get to Bowser's Castle here. And Teex hasn't found the path and is gonna play the Air Force here, and I believe that's gonna be all the stages for Teex. So he should be ready to go for Bowser's Castle once he finds the pipe. It's the lock, I think.
It might be the lock. It might be the one that's locked. So the hand bridge was indeed necessary. From the looks of things, anyway.
There's a clean Air Force there from Teex. Just has to take down Boom Boom. He got him. Fred opting to use the hammer there, and little does he know that's
He
not
just
the right
wasted his
one.
hammer.
Yes.
He got lucky with the hand level, but will he be lucky twice?
All right, Teex is on
Probably not.
his way.
It's over. Ladies and gentlemen, Teex has found all.
It was a
nothing
mushroom.
else to build.
Yep.
The anchor was a mushroom.
So no fire or no hammer brother kill. Could still be a fire kill. Now decision time for Teex. Do you take the gutsier upper path or the slightly safer but slower lower path?
No
Why is it
hammer
gutsy?
suits, though. No hammer suits for Teex, so this is going to be the long way around. He picks up his free life and goes for the world's most famous clip. It looks like he's
Gets
got
the
thick-
fire.
He'll get the fire, so the choice is still his.
Going for the upper
He's going
path.
top path. Big
More
risk.
fireballs. Oh, he does the clip!
He don't even need it. That was a beautiful clip.
Oh, excellent. Screw the fireball, screw the laser statues. We're going right to the Bowser fight. So, ladies and gentlemen, folks, here's Bowser. You got the reference. Well played. Oh, but
Hi-oh.
fire kill.
And of course, that hitbox is still the head, but he got caught.
Ooh, now Teek's in a little bit of trouble here.
He's in trouble. All he needs to do is get under here and avoid that hitbox.
Yeah,
he just needs to stay there. He just needs to stay there. He's got it.
He is right here.
He's gonna make it.
Fred knows that if he would have just saved his hammer, he'd have gotten through, but that's all she wrote. Get your GGs out for teex88. He wins game number 1.
We'll tell you the official SRL time in a few seconds. Wow. I roll good scenes, everybody.
I must say, that was a very, very good run for Teeks there against one of the better runners out there in Fred Coughlin. So, man, we talked about it before the race started, Maddie. Teeks is the real deal. He's given Fred fits already.
Yeah, this is 34:48 official SRL time for Teeks as he win the first race. This 2 racer, of course, well, just so you know, this looks like 2 out of 3. It is only 2 races. We're gonna let Fred finish. We gotta let Fred finish. He's close.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's
He's got
that far. I think the difference just came down to a little bit of resource management on Teeks' side. I think his timing on using either the Jugum Clouds or the Hammers just slightly better than Fred's, because they both played really, really well. Not too many deaths.
This was interesting, to say the least. And Fred looks like he's gonna make it. He figured it out. There you go. He's got it. I don't think he had a hammer suit either. I believe he might have picked one up, but he doesn't.
For those of you playing, there were no bridges this time around.
And Fred, for the people.
Yes! Let's see if he can get the frog
suit
kill.
He's not gonna get it.
Oh, he fell off. Yeah, once he fell off, it was done.
Yeah. But the attempt was made. That's what we appreciate.
See how Fred wants to play out the Bowser's Castle. Is he going to go top route also? Is he going to go bottom route? Or is he going to try that swag clip? Let's find out. Top route.
Top route. What was our pattern? What is our pattern?
Ooh, Fred getting a little bit too close to the heat, and he takes a death.
Well, he's got to try again. He has another frog suit, but he's going to go for the Tanuki strats.
And he's going for the cuter strats this time around. We'll see if he's able to hold on to it. Of course, we know there is a fire flower below top route.
Teeks, well, I just realized that Teeks went with got lucky with that extra clip.
Oh yeah,
that clip is not
great.
the easiest clip to get.
No, I've seen people do it, and the success rate is not as high as you want it to be. When you pull it off, it's a great feeling.
And he's opting for top route again.
This time he's got the Tanuki suit. Should be a little bit easier to make these jumps, but still gonna have to watch out for those fireballs.
He's gonna have an extra hit.
Right. I hope that statue isn't firing. There are 2 statues, by the way, that, nope, it didn't fire, but he got hit by the fireball.
He got hit by the fire. He was trying to avoid the laser, which was non-existent. So we will have a regular strats finish for both gentlemen, or both.
Yeah, there were no Hammer Brothers suits to be found in this seed. I mean, it's possible the card game had, no, card game didn't have it. Card game didn't have it. Nothing did. Oh no, look out, Fred down to small.
Down to small, but he knows if he has more than anything else, he knows that that hitbox is just a Bowser's head. He'll be fine. Look at it. He's got this in the bag. Down goes Koopa. And I can tell you what's going on in the chat room. This was a little bit of delay, so we'll tell you exactly what that SRL time is in about 6 seconds. Done 39:06 for Fred Coughlin. Dang, well played, he says in SRL.
Yeah, that's a solid time for Fred, but that's just not going to be enough for game number 1.
All right, we're about to go reset for game number 2. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a done here. And here we go. So we're going to take a few minutes to get everything set up for race number 2. We shall return with that and explain just what the hecky is going to happen. Take about 5 minutes. We'll be right back. All right, sorry about that, folks. We're still getting things set up here. We're back here. There's silence because we have to make sure everything's set up so we see what the times are and everything else. Anyway. Anyway, we're back here on this Speed Gaming 3 on twitch.tv. About to start game 2 of this 2-race gimmick between teex88 and fcoughlin. We're getting stuff set up for that.
Yeah, that's right.
Matty J and LOZ Cards Fan 23 console side here. For this race, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the rest of what's going on here, this is Attorney Flags 2, and this is where things get really interesting. All worlds except World 8, randomized. All forts, randomized. Everything else, randomized, except 1 or 2 things that are locked in for obvious reasons. The only thing that isn't randomized is the fact that World 8 ends it, because you got to beat the game, you got to get the World 8. It's warpless, no whistles, all the fancy stuff. For those who are regulars of the Mario 3 Rando Weeklies, this is the stuff you come in and to watch.
Yep, this is going to be a fun one, Matty J. teex88 won the first game. Fred Coughlin trying to knot up the score here. We'll see if he's able to do that, or if Teex pulls off the clean sweep here in Group H.
And of course, he mentions Group H. We have more action coming up soon enough. We'll tell you exactly what's on the once everything is set up. We could once all things are confirmed by both racers, we'll drop the flag and get things going. And of course, the last levels, as Macobra52 says in the chat, are in. So if we see Atlantis, you'll see it.
Yeah, that is correct. Also, all the beta stages from Super Mario Bros. 3 that are playable have also been inserted as well. And I believe there's a new one this season. I believe we have the 1.6 beta thrown into the mix too.
And dropping the flag once again for everybody. The race will begin in 10 seconds on their end. We'll see that in about 30. So like I said, everything is randomized. And as I always like to say, it's warpless. You got to get to the end of each stage and beat all the worlds and get the World 8. You get the World 8, you find the keep, you get to the Koopa, you get to the Koopa, you beat them, you beat the Koopa first, you win the game, you win the game first, you win the race. That's as simple as that.
Absolutely. And quickly, people in chat predict what the first world is going to be here in game number 2.
Might want to get that going. I'm thinking 3. I'm thinking
oh, you
3.
read my mind. What are we going to have first? It's
5. So World 5 to start, and F3, 4-3.
4-3 it is.
Ooh. Or to get kicked off.
Teex taking early, unfortunate encounter there. Back to the start of that stage, he'll go. Fred finding a star. That'll enable him to get past these Spinies very, very quickly.
And while these while these two are going through the races and everything else, we'll let you know that, this is only the last race of the day. There's more. Speaking tomorrow, 5 big races and 2 races stuck in a quad, starting at 12 at noon Eastern Standard Time. Buzz Thunder will take on the aforementioned Macobra52 and the Speed Gaming main channel. And then starting at 6 p.m., our coverage continues with Isopickle taking on Gimp Extreme in the Speed Gaming 5. And at 8, the Classic 188 will take on Yo BGS with Haxor on the call. Tabasha will have Tapatio J will have
That's Tapatio J, by the way.
Tapatio J. I always get them mixed up. Tapatio J will have Iso Pickle and Gimp Extreme at 6. And at 10 p.m., we got a big one, a quad, a double header, if you will. Paradox 64 Upsalus will face off, and then on the other side, Human Mustard will take on Dust Minion on SpeedGaming 3. Kaz 0232, 0231, and Gimp Extreme will have the call on that one.
All right, here's what happened while you were talking about that. teex88 picked up a mushroom. Fred picked up a leaf in the mushroom house. Oh, gets sniped by the last boomerang. Tough break there for teex88. We completed 6-4. Now here's another World 6-stage. This looks like 6-2 to me.
That does look like 6-2. You can excuse Teex as he does kiss the sky again. A very quick World 5 already.
Tanuki suit for Teex.
And Fred jumping to an early lead here, but as we've seen before, especially in Flags 2, it's a lead. It's not the lead.
What happened on Teex's side? That was very, very unlucky.
Luck not beeth on the side here. He's got to take care of that chain, that fire chain.
Oh, another World 6 stage. This time I believe it's 6-7. Interesting. Fred has the fire suit. I wonder if he's going to melt some of those coins. I doubt it. This is a race after all, but he could if he wanted to with the fire suit, as long as he doesn't get... Oh! Nice kill there from Fred and a hammer pickup.
Picks up a hammer. The hammer bras, give out a hammer, brah. And Fred will pick up his hammer.
Yep, so both players do have a hammer at their disposal. Fred, is he going to go for the mushroom house? Nope, he's going to go right to the fort.
Goes straight to the end.
Lemmy Koopa waits. We'll see how strong he is this time. Teek's going to follow him right behind. Fred waiting out those flame jets, does not want to lose his fire suit. Would like to get the quick kill on Lemmy, especially if he's not a shrimp. Let's find out what happens. Fred, it's not, it's Roy.
Oh, it's Roy.
That's right, because this is World 5. I forgot.
Whoops.
Roy's our boy.
Notice, ladies and gentlemen, it's World 5, not 1, because at the bottom you see the world count starts at 1 because, well, it's the first world you're hitting. It's a neat way to tell you how far you're into it.
Right you are. Right now, Fred has a slight lead on Teeks at the completion of World 1.
Quick, so this is a very, very quick one. And here's something we could have said earlier. Here, that's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. That's pretty much what it was for. And 2 is up next.
Well, what do you know? It's Fort 2 in World 2 in World 2. Well, chat, you know what to do about that.
In position, in World, not in position as far as vanilla is concerned. And he sees a hammer. He's going to use it. Speed strategy.
And it's 3-2.
Not a bad call.
Not a bad level at all, and using that tail to his advantage, using the leverage from the Chiefs does take the hit there, but I'll say that was a speedrun level if I've ever seen one.
That was sped run right there.
That it was, Matty J. A nice boom kill for Fred. He's done with the fort here, and there's the end card game for Teeks. He'll play it for the first time. Every 80,000 points that will spawn. Let's see if he can pick up any matches. And no match.
And no matches Fred is doing that. You take care of that. What is Teex doing? He's going for the hammer.
And no match for Fred. The board goes back. And behind the Sledgehammer Brothers, a star.
So he picks up an early star. And Teex doesn't have an option for another Hammer Brother, so he will go straight to the airship.
Wow, and the airship is World 2's airship. Holy smokes, is this even randomized?
Fred?
All right, Teex quickly getting to the saltiest Koopa on the planet. Let's see how salty he is. 2 hits.
2 hits. He's about to get saltier.
Nope. Down he goes, and World 2 complete for Teex. Fred now in 3-2.
So Teex again jumping out to an early lead. But then again, Fred had an early lead, so this is jumping back and forth so far.
It's still early on, but Teex, his speedrunning skills have really been showing. I mean, Fred's been playing well, but he's been a little bit safer than Teex, and this is the reason why Teex has been in that lead. I mean, he has just been blazing through the zones, and he is going out of his way to be there as fast as possible. Ooh, Fred nearly bought it there, Matty.
He nearly bought it, yeah. And taking no chances, takes a start, taking out boomerangs, picks up a music box.
Well, we haven't gotten to World 7 yet, so it could come in handy at that point, but we got to build that bridge. And we welcome everybody from SpeedGaming 4 to the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament. Thank you very much for the host.
Yeah, and I believe that was I believe that might have been the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past randomizer for those joining us. It's a race between teex88 and fcoughlin, or as we call him, Fred, aka the guy that made Super Mario Bros. 3 a randomizer. In the first race, which was Turning Flags 1, Teex won out the race in about 3 minutes.
Wow! Hell of a clip there from Teex. Nicely done.
And a clip, but it could have been, the swag could have caught him, but he fangly jumped out of the way before the hitbox.
That was fantastic. How Teex did it, man. He has just been showcasing the skills all night.
And to finish up what we're talking about, we're about third world deep, with 5 and 2 being the first 2 worlds.
I'm sorry, I gotta stop you there, Maddie. We've had 4 F1 and 4 F2 in World 4. This is crazy.
You know what? The craziest thing was, in Turning Flags 2, we had Vanilla World Order a couple of days ago. That was crazy.
Heard about that.
I tuned into the tail end of that. We all went crazy for that.
I have got to find the VOD. That had to be something else. I can't wait to see the reactions there. Teex already done, and we have this time the World 7 airship, but we're still going to have Iggy Koopa at the end, so we'll see how Teex
and
plays
Fred
this
going
out.
with the basement strats once again, picks up a star. He's going to get through that.
Using the P-Speed to just motor through this World 7 Ford here, and Teex just has a couple more jumps left to go. My goodness gracious. Let's see how he does against Iggy. For the fire kill, there's 2 hits. Almost has the fire kill. Oh, no. And here comes the high jumpers. And 3 is not enough. How about 4? 4's not
3
enough.
3 enough. We need 5.
Wow.
And Teex gets it done. He is maintaining a lead at this point. Fred picking up some extra items. And still needs to build his fort. He was in the wrong fort, unfortunately.
Both had to play 4F1 and 4F2. Fred getting a P-Wing there. And Teex is the king of the world! He's the king of this race so far. Let's find out what the item is behind the letter, and it's going to be a fire
flower and no early pipe check, but we have
well, speaking of which, Matty J, I was just talking about this, and here it is. This is the World 1.6 beta.
We rarely see this beta, so this is not.
Yep, we just unveiled it for this tournament because in the previous tournaments, this was not a stage because normally in the game, it's unplayable, it's unbeatable. But Fred made it beatable, so yeah, this is the 1/6 beta. It does look interesting.
So this was made just for this tournament. So this is nice. I can't wait to play that now.
Me too.
That's nice. For those wondering, there are beta levels still left in the code. 7 of them were previously made available to play because most of them were able to play. This one, which you just saw, wasn't until now, obviously.
teex getting unlucky in the card game once again, and now finds himself trapped and
a double locker. So he is going to go back.
Which means, unfortunately, he's going to have to play some forts. And Fred, getting bodied by Iggy here, and now he's going to have to do it the hard way. He needs all 5 hits. There's 3. And here's 4.
Got 4.
Got
no! That hitbox played dumb again.
Like I say, Maddie, the wonkiest hitbox in the game belonging to Iggy Koopa.
Trolliest hitbox in the game. We have the Navy. And was one of the fortress.
Yep, the Navy where you could sail the 7 seas, and teex continuing to just motor through these stages like it's a hot knife through butter. Here comes the boom boom fight.
And for those wondering, yes, anything that has a boom boom in it is technically a fort. So you see those the Navy, the super tanks, and the Navy, the super tanks, and the Air Force. They're forts.
Fort 8.
Interesting situation.
Fred now in the 1/6 beta here, and down to Small Mario. Gonna have to tread cautiously. Look out for that fire snake. teex gonna try to get the 1 cycle again. Can he do it? Oh, Fred goes down in 1/6 beta.
He's got to pick up an extra item. He's going to use it. Meanwhile, it takes no clippage, but he gets it done. He has a comfortable lead so far.
Yeah, so far so good for teex again here in this race, but we haven't really seen much utilization of hammers, and the inventory's been quite low.
teex defeats some Hammer Brothers, picks up a P-Wing.
That's a nice pickup.
He's gonna have to
there are 3 locks. There are 3 forts in this World 3.
He's got to pick up a star. This World 3, not free at all.
Ooh, 6-9 for teex, and no P-Wing this time. He's going to have to play it out. Fred now at 5. I believe this is 5-6. Nice level there for Fred. Nice level for teex as well. Both runners complete their levels, move on to the next one. Yes, both players are running the exact same seed. They are racing each other. This is game number 2 as Fred is now in the Navy. teex now in 6F1.
Both racers have the seat. Oh, and teex tried for the damage boost, but paid dearly with the early jump.
And that's like one of the few mistakes we've seen teex make so far tonight. But yep, he went for the gusto there, didn't pan out.
He's not gonna waste time. He's gonna lose a P-Wing. He's gonna lose a P-Wing, but no big deal. He's gonna pick up an extra item or 2 here.
That didn't work out. He was right in the way of that Rotodisc, the waffles, yes indeed. But teex should be able to get through Boom Boom here in 6F1.
Gets 1 hit, gets 2 hit, gets 3 hit. Meanwhile, Fred, he's got 2 items already. He's got 2 matches. Going for 3. No, he's got 1 mistake. Now he's got 3.
So
He's
we have
got
2
4.
flowers and 2 stars. And there's a
5.
mushroom. Where was that 10?
He's
There's the
got
10.
6, 7. He's got to clear.
He got them all. Fred clearing the board again as Teex is now in. He got the
2
clip.
shots with the clip. Beautiful.
7-6 clip successful for Teex. Nicely done. Fred clearing the board, getting all of those items.
And this is only in the front half. There are still many more end cards available.
Yeah, for sure. Teex now on his way to World 4's castle. It's going to be the World 4 airship, but we're going to have Wendy at the end. We'll see how thick she is this time around. Ooh, has a chance at a fire kill. This could be crucial. Let's find out what happens here. Yes! Got her!
We got it.
Well played for Teex. We're not going to find out how many Baconators Wendy had this time because Teex just said, "You're fired."
For those wondering, the mac and cheese refers to 7-1. Though that is still the 7 level, not the one we're looking for, but still a very good clip by Teex.
I think the phrase applies to both 7-1 and 7-6, but I think specifically we hear it more in 7-1. But I've heard it used in 7-6.
You smell what the pump is cooking? We have an anchor.
Hey, look, we have a red castle.
Ooh.
The old red fort this time. We have 2 forts in World 1. I love it.
And 2 locked, so unless you get some hammers, not going to work out. You got to clear those 2 forts. Thankfully, they're one after another, so it's a case of clear a couple of levels, then clear the castles, and then make your way to the end.
Teex through 5-7, no problem at all. He'll move on to the next one.
We have an end card available. We have 2 forts.
And here's 6F3. Well, that definitely decreases the odds of seeing a World 6 fort in World 8. We have only 6F2 left. Or I'm sorry, this is 6F2. I apologize. 6F3 is carpet fort.
Couple of stars, so no easy breezy situations here, but a very quick. It did help Teex get through this very quickly, and Fred, bad jump there.
Yeah, he made the same mistake that teex88 made, and he'll have to do 6F1 again.
That breaks 1 lock. Teex uses this option with the hammer. Breaks the other lock. We have an 8-1. Fred opting not to damage boost. He wants to fire kill. Boom, boom. Obviously.
Whoa! The speed! Teex turning it on here. Now just has to wait. Nice.
Beautiful platforming.
Stick to dismount. He got it. Nice job for Teex. Fred Coughlin ready to face off against Boom Boom in 6F1.
And he's got a fire kill option. He's going to use it.
And it's 1-2 with an angry sun.
We don't know what the red fort is, technically. We don't know if we have it. Fred was...
play out. Oh, he's going to take the intentional, I think.
He's going to take the intentional death. I think Fred was trying the clip. But obviously it didn't pay off.
Yeah, he'll use the Jugum Cloud.
He's got a
just
cloud
go right
over.
there. Yeah.
And he's not going to have to worry about getting bounced back to that level. He goes straight to the airship.
Ooh, Teex getting a hammer.
Still early days. Starting the back half.
Yeah, the World 5 airship for Teex here, but man, he is just on a roll right now. Fred, let's see how many hits it takes to kill Wendy. Not a thick one. 2's not enough. 3 is not enough. Oh, she had more than just a single. 4 is not enough. Oh, she had a few Baconators. Look out. Oh! Meanwhile,
So the right option was the fire kill by teex.
Yeah.
That's a major advantage. At this point, he may have the lead.
oh, he does have the lead for sure. I mean, Larry goes down on teex' side. He's done with World 5, and he is starting to pull away here, man.
He is comfortably in the lead at 21 minutes into 5 worlds in. He's about to enter his 6th.
Fred going for the fire kill this time. We'll see if he's able to pull it off. He's trying to stay clear of Wendy here, but Wendy getting in his grill. Oh! 3-3 for teex, and now Fred down to small Mario. He's going to have to get another hit on Wendy.
No. And for those keeping score, that was World 6 is World 6. And we have 7, and 7 was yet to be used, so we have a vanilla ending here. We have 1,
2,
6,
2, 6, 7.
2, 6, 7. Oh no, 2 was earlier.
Yeah, 2 was vanilla, 6 was vanilla, 7 was vanilla is what I tried to get at. teex back at the card game, but no match. The board goes back again. No luck for teex in this one, but he's not needed it. Oh boy, Wendy rather. Oh, again with the high jump. Man, Wendy has Fred's number tonight. And I don't mean his phone number either.
This is unfortunate.
It really is.
Wendy is not being cooperative at all. teex checked his pipes. Didn't necessarily need to. Well, no, he needed to skip a forward. We had an F. We have a 5F2. And for those wanting the world order this evening for this race, 5, 2, 4, 3, 1, 6, 7. Of course, world lead.
Fred getting hit, but has now a clear path. Oh, tried the high jump again. This time doesn't work. Finally takes down Wendy. Good job there.
5 hitter, and teex with the fire kill was the smart strategy going into this one.
Yeah. But, man, unless we have one of those World 8s, folks, teex might sweep tonight. We'll see what happens, though. Still time.
We have a going ship. teex will take care of that in a quick fashion. We have a trolley boomerang, but he gets it done. It's mushy is the prize.
Right, that letter was an anchor. That anchor could be anything.
Will be the same thing, but it can be anything. We have yet to confirm that yet. More music box action.
Yeah, we still
That'll be useful in World 7.
By the way, your eyes are not playing tricks, folks. That is 2 panel 10s you see. There could be as many as 3 panel 10s because one of the forts that normally would be here is gone. When that happens, that gets replaced by a second panel 10. Unfortunately, the game had no panel 11s or 12s, so you see another 10.
That's what happens. You saw some force being used. Of course, we saw that earlier. Boss Bass hanging around the 2-3.
Fred got the 3 stars there. He was desperately low on lives. He was down to 2. That was going to take him up to 7.
Yeah, he got that 5-star frog splash. He needed that.
Ooh, and it's 7-5 for teex88. He's going to play it out. And Angry Sun. Oh, my goodness.
Thankfully, the Angry Sun will stay downstairs, but ouch.
Yeah, I mean, he can take it down with a Koopa Troopa shell if he's lucky enough, but we'll see how this plays out. That Sun, yeah, it's going to be on teex' mind for a little bit. Fred is now in 7-2, which, by the way, is the last level that has a white mushroom house.
Oh, 7-2?
Yep, 7-2.
Huh.
But it's the hardest one to get because you need a frog suit because in order to get enough coins, you know, there is a P block and you have to swim for it. The fastest way you can do it is with a frog suit.
Yeah. And you need a frog suit to get that done, yeah.
There's that Sun and teex down to small Mario. Can he build?
He's not gonna get it. He's gonna get caught. I think he was obviously going for the clip again.
Tanuki suit is what our anchor is.
Interesting situation. That does look like a frog suit, though.
Yep, because he's green, but yep, you can clearly see it plain as day.
It is a Tanuki suit, yeah.
And Teex wants no more part of that panel 10. He's going to use his hammer, which could come back later. This could give Fred an opportunity here.
Actually, we'll see what happens.
Indeed. This is 5-5 now that Teex is in. Oh, loses that Tanuki suit, but he still has a tail, so it's not all bad.
Gets his back for sure.
Oh, Fred down to Small Mario here in 8-1. Gonna have to be careful here. Waiting for the bullets to shoot out, or... Oh, nice!
Koopa.
Look out. Oh, man, the bullets are coming after Fred here. Come on, stick the landing, Fred. You got this. Nice job.
Look at that.
That is
Swag
swag.
scraps there. Hand level over on Teek's side. The hand levels will give out Pete Wings.
That's not bad. That was another panel 10, by the way. That's the third panel 10.
Yeah. And we get it done. Fred has 1-2 with an angry son involved.
World
Teek's
One
entering
Airship.
his
Here's
sixth
Lemmy
one.
Koopa. Not a one-hitter. Is it
Stop.
2? No. 3. Oh, it's a 3. Normal Lemmy.
Normal Lemmy took a hit, but he took Lemmy down.
Nicely done there. Fred collects a 1-up up to 9 extra lives. And he's currently 1 full world behind. And like I said, I don't think it's over yet, but Teeks right now does have that lead.
He is in the comfortable lead at this point.
Hey,
And
I'm serious. And don't call
And for
me.
those wondering, that read the box on Teeks' side. More
World
anchors.
7. Let's find out if this World 7, well, it's not going to be free. We're going to have to complete panel 7. Oh, and it's 7-4. Thankfully, the auto scroll is turned off, though.
And Teeks not opting for the star, and that little cheap's got to make him pay for that one.
Fred completes World 5. He'll be on his way to World 6 next. Teeks trying to run away from everything. Gonna check what's behind this block. No, he's just gonna keep on going. He's just gonna keep on going. Get past the Nanny blooper here. And gets past the Fiery Lotus. And 7-4 complete for Teeks.
And we have an end card. Teeks opting not to go for it. He's going to do a pipe check real quick. And he's going to opt to use some music boxes.
No, he goes for the skip.
no.
I thought he was going to use the music box too, but he's going to save it, I guess.
Use the scroll skip. That was frame perfect. Again, Teeks with the frame perfect and the clips. Good usage so far.
Just control pipe. Because Fred's going to complete 3-3. We're looking for the room with a view. Nope, that's the way out. But there is a lock. Does this fort take out the lock, or is it the other fort?
He's found his way to the Isle of Happiness, but he does need to unlock it. He doesn't have a hammer, to our knowledge.
No. Because remember, he used it in World 6. So here's the boom boom fight where we were at 3F1, aka door number 6.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, we only saw the one fort, so this could unlock it, actually.
No, there's 2 locks.
There's
2 locks.
Yeah. And that
It's the
does
right
take
one.
care of business. Hello. He's going to use a music box, clear that one last level.
Ooh, this is not a pleasant level. This is the 5-3 beta, and it's significantly harder than the normal 5-3.
Because there's water involved.
And when there's water, there's Nanny bloopers.
And there's bloopers. He uses his other anchor. He's going to can't fly over, but it's going to give him the extra hit he needs.
Yeah, absolutely. Fred's now in World 5-5. Ooh, there's a star, and he almost bought it right there by chasing after the star, but he's able to get it before getting hit.
And much better time in take 2 for teex. He's got to get that done.
Nicely played there for teex. Fred completes his cards. He's now got 10 extra lives. teex has plenty of music boxes, so we're going to go right to the fort. It is the World 3 airship.
And teex took the long way around, but this was a fairly quick World 7, all things considered.
Now, Fred short on that jump is going to have to do it without the fire. Oh, he's still got to get one more hit. Look out! Now he's out of there. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is not good. Fred, gonna have to wait it out.
He gets it done.
Meanwhile, Ludwig von Koopa down on teex's side. He'll be on his way to World 8. And people in chat predict how many bridges it's going to take to complete the path to Bowser's Castle. 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4.
I call 2.
1.
Chaos Control goes calling 0. Here we go. HE double hockey sticks time. We have a hand level. A super tank switches Fort Knox.
7F1. He's going to have to pick up a flying device, though, and is able to only get 1 coin. Come on, teex. You got to do better than that. You got to grab more coins than 1.
Hey, he's got 5 lives. He's got plenty to work with.
Oh, I know he does. And there's the Tanuki suit that you absolutely have. By the way, that question block is always going to be a Tanuki suit. Can't be a leaf because it has to be some kind of item that's going to enable you to fly.
It could be a leaf, but that's not one of those things that bounces around like the hammer or the Tanuki suit. So technically, that's the only thing that could fit in there. Oh, of course, lives, but
right.
You need something to fly to beat the puzzle. That's 2.
There's a
that's
fire
3.
flower there. I've seen a fire flower in those before, and it actually bounces out of its question block, but it doesn't continue to move. It just stops. It's just like thud.
Yeah. All right, so we have 1, but it's not going to be a pipe check, obviously, because we need to unlock a few things. Interesting distribution in the hand bridge.
Well, it's not going to be 4 bridges. We see 1 lock there. Well, it's 6F3. If GIF Extreme were here, we'd approve of this. A World 6 fort in World 8.
teex doing some bound. There was some roto disc problem. He's gonna unfortunately take a hit.
Well, thankfully for teex, it's not the drunk variety of hot foots. It's the one that acts like the
regular
hot
hot foot.
All right, teex with the boom boom fight. 1, 2, and 3. Nice job.
That's it done.
Fred still has that hammer. We'll see if it comes into play in World 8.
Because they do break locks.
Still haven't found the way to Bowser's Castle yet. Well, it's not 3 bridges. There's another lock, so it's no more than 2 bridges. There's panel 1. We know that's not it. This looks like this is going to be the pipe that's going to take us to Bowser's Castle. Are there any bridges to build? No, this is the pipe right here. All right.
This is the pipe right here.
Are there going to be any bridges
Long way to go.
Build? 1 bridge that is complete.
1 bridge is complete, so that Fort Knox was necessary.
And that was all the gold right there, Matty J. And teex in the catbird seat to go 2-0 tonight.
It is his officially to lose, but at this point, we have super tanks to guard in regular vanilla position, but it's not gonna matter. teex taking care of that. He advances to Bowser's Castle.
How much in terms terms of inventory, he's going to save it, so he's just going to go in with the Mushroom No Star.
Now, he's going to have to beat Bowser Vanilla, but he is... We have a Wild Hot Foot, and that's about it.
Well, there could be a Fire Flower behind that question block. If there is no Fire Flower, then yes, he is going to have to do it the traditional way.
World's famous clip. He got that. He's going to bounce. He's got a check. He's got a leaf. So we got regular strat, vanilla strats for Bowser. He's gone top right. Nope. Well, yeah, goes straight to the fight.
He did it again. 2 in a row for teex88. It's been his night. One more time, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Bowser.
Oh, he's going to take a hit, but it's not going to matter.
Shouldn't matter as long as he's in the correct spot and he doesn't get hit by a fireball. Fred completes World 7, but little does he know his time's about to run out. Here's Fort Knox, which will build the bridge, but one more ground pound and get your GGs out for teex88. He goes 2-0 tonight.
teex88, wow. He's about to dot down on SRL. We're gonna tell you. 37-42. 37-42. The conversation in SRL. GG. Fred, stupid Wendy.
Yeah, Wendy was Fred's undoing. Took a few unfortunate deaths, and that really set him back. Fred, really gained some ground on TX here, but yeah, taking those deaths to Wendy, that was enough.
He'll sweep it. And now it's just a matter of looking at Fred catching up.
He's just going to go ahead and take the damage boost off of those carpet boos here, and he'll be delighted to discover it's not one of those crazy moving hotfoots. So it's a free ride to the top. Should have no problem with the boom boom.
We're about to be joined by Teex here. Get out your GGs for Teex, by the way. And there he is, joining us in the commentary booth. Y'all, what
Hey.
Teex.
Hey, everyone.
Hey.
Thank you so much.
You were good with you were having some great luck with some clips tonight, man.
Yeah, you were phenomenal tonight, TX. You pulled off the Bowser's Castle clip to Bowser's Room in both races. Didn't have to worry about those darn fireballs. Didn't have to worry about those darn laser statues. You were on point for the most part tonight. You were amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And on top of that, I got the clip on first try on both Bowser's Castle seeds.
Yeah, that's really
that's not easy to pull off though, that clip. So both times, first try, nice.
Fred's now on his way to Bowser's Castle. He's going to have to complete this little level here, which of course ends up being the super tanks. But
so vanilla in position and world, just not the actual panel.
Correct. A different icon. It was a ship icon, not a military tank icon.
Anyway, how were those seats, man? That must have been something.
Yeah, I think if there was a common theme specifically tonight, it was that I had a rocky start right in the beginning, like in the first 1 or 2 worlds, and then things just got progressively better as I started getting more power-ups. I had a little bit more trouble with matching the end spade cards in the second seed. But thankfully I didn't have to rely on them too much because I was able to get a couple free beeps from the Hammer Bros.
Speaking of Hammer Bros, Fred going to try for the Hammer Bro kill here in Bowser's Castle. He had a really good time with the end card game this time around, and I think one of the items was a Hammer Brother suit. I don't know which one it is, because he actually cleared the board fully twice tonight, both games.
Oh wow, very nice.
Yeah, he had some really good fortunes there, but having a little bit of trouble with the clip here. He does get
There
it.
you go, gets it done.
Now we'll see what path Fred decides to take, top or bottom. Is he going to try to clip? Nope. Top path. No laser there, no laser there. And he's going to have to jump because there it was. Oh, boy. And now he's in trouble. Oh, nice recovery.
Ooh, avoids it again. All right, get it.
It's
Oh,
so tight. That jump is so tight. He's trying, though. Man, I don't.
There you go,
he
he got it.
Nice. All right. Watch out for those fireballs and watch out for that last statue. Look at all those fireballs. That's why top path is now harder. We have more fireballs. Where are the fireballs? There they are.
there they are.
No, he
And
made it.
The
Nice.
laser, not the no laser. So we got to fire. We got a full-on hammer kill.
As I like to say, Manny.
And
Hi,
the team.
Bowser. Bye, Bowser.
Hi, Bowser. Bye, Bowser.
Get your GGs out for Fred Coughlin. Great effort tonight, but Wendy.
Don't get that done.
Yep.
42-17, the official SRL time.
Very good display of showcasing Super Mario 3 Randomizer by both runners tonight. Please make sure you give both of our runners, teex88 and Fred Coughlin, a follow. Tremendous job tonight.
Hopefully we get Fred in there for an interview because we got to talk about that.
He ran into two buzzsaws tonight. Number one, teex88. I mean, you're speed running and glitching off showcasing. Again, really, really good tonight. And number two, Wendy Okupa.
Thanks so much, man. I actually run SMB3 just as a vanilla for Warpless 100% and a lot of the other major categories as well. So fortunately with Randomizer, a lot of those same strategies kind of come into play. You just have to do a couple modifications here or there, just trying to keep in mind what differences in the kinds of enemy spawns that you can kind of expect.
And it definitely showed tonight, teex88. Boy, I think you might be a force to be reckoned with throughout this tournament. You keep playing like this, we might see you make a deep run.
I hope I can keep at it. I mean, things can always change from seed to seed.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I made a couple remarks earlier on in chat while some of the other races were going on. One of which was 7F1 always seems to show up whenever you have a power-up that you don't want to get rid of. It's always a nightmare playing 7-5 in Randomizer, and always consider yourself lucky if you're doing 7-5 and you're trying to clip your way to the exit pipe. And all three of those things ended up being true in this last seed.
Yeah, the angry sun picked you off there, and you're like, nope, I'm not going to take any more chances here. Let's just bump the stage, use our hammer, skip that panel, and just move on.
That was the right move.
I think it was good. It was a
That
great
was the right move.
Yeah, I wanted to hold on to my hammer for World 7 just in case there was any locks I could break just to get an easy access to the airship. But thankfully, I didn't really need it because it ended up being pretty linear in the long run. And after taking that death at the end of 7-5, I thought it was just totally justified.
Well, while we await some information here, we will tell you exactly what's going on tomorrow here for the Randomizer Tournament of 2020. It starts tomorrow on Friday at 12 p.m. noon, that is, Eastern Standard Time. Buzz, Thunder, and Macopa 52 will duke it out on SpeedGaming, the regular channel. And a little later in the evening at 6 p.m. Eastern, ISO Pickle and Gip Extreme will have SpeedGaming 5 on we'll start action on SpeedGaming 5 with Tapatio J on the call. Of course, 2 hours later, the Classic 188 and Yo BGS will have the Hacksaw on the call on that one. And to finish off the festivities for that evening at 10 p.m., it's a doubleheader. Paradox 64 versus Ripsalis. And Human Monster takes on Dust Minion on the SpeedGaming 3. Kaz 0234 32 Kaz 0231 and Gip Extreme will have the option for that, as we are joined by Fred Coughlin. Hey Fred, JJ.
Thank you.
GG, Fred.
Wendy
yeah.
Okupa was a thorn on your side tonight, man. What can I tell?
Minor understatement there. It's all good though. No, I do not play this game enough, and those rings when she decides to have 5 hit points, all of a sudden, you get aggressive and you say, "Oh, maybe I'll try to get in there and try to get one before she throws her ring out," and then she says, "Yeah, no, we're gonna kill you."
I think the key there was Teeks had the fire kill.
Yeah, that would have been smarter. I think one time I got in there with that and she still whacked me,
Yep,
so I said, okay.
She still picked you off, yep. She just got right into your grill when you tried to do that fire kill.
Yeah, well, she doesn't want to get burnt.
No.
She's been burnt too many times in the past, so.
Yeah. But, tell you what, you and teex88, man, you guys both played really, really well tonight, but... yeah, I think if Wendy doesn't get in your way, this definitely would have been a lot closer, and who knows, you might have been able to split the series tonight, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Again, you both played really, really well.
Teeks is a phenomenal player. I was just hoping actually to be in World 7 on both races when I saw the dot done come in. So the fact that I actually was technically in World 8 on both of them, even if I was early in World 8, I'm taking that as a victory because, it was it means I played pretty darn well to be able to hang with someone as tough as Teeks. So it'll be hopefully we'll see Teeks move forward here in the rest of the tourney here, and we'll see if I can pull along here with some really tough competition in the group to try to see if I can join him.
I must say, I really like that 1.6 beta. Looks really, really nice because in the normal coding you can't beat that stage, but the fact you made that stage playable. It looks really neat. It's a little challenging, but I like the look.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's what I like.
Encountering that level myself, just to see how it plays.
Yeah, I've got to fix that one a little bit at some point here. I'm waiting until after the tournament because I don't want people who have practiced on things to suddenly change things. But apparently, because it wasn't in there in the first place, it's not in whatever code I use for enemy randomization. So you tend to get the exact same enemies every time there. So I've got to randomize that a little bit, but it's still a great challenge. It's a lot harder of a course than you normally would think. It was just that very end too. I mean, I loved it when I played it the first couple of times. It was just getting to the very end and just falling through an invisible pit unless you had a leaf, which is not a very player friendly experience. So I was glad to be able to finally get that one back in there.
In the chat hacks, or Mario 3 is easy. Chubby man run good, or you run very fast, get hit by Jank Hammer Bro, dumb ring spawn boss bad, etc.
Sounds accurate.
Sometimes.
Unfortunately for Boss Bass, he went hungry this time. Nobody got swallowed up to my knowledge, so.
No.
Came close a couple of times there, but
He
I was
did
able to
come
get
close,
lucky.
but close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, but not here in Mario Randomizer.
That being said, GG's to the both of you. That was a good, despite the fact that it might have looked lopsided, which it did at the end, but it was still 2 very good, very close races, all things considered.
GG, Fred. I had a lot of fun tonight, and thank you again, Matty J, and for LFZ Card Fan for providing commentary, and shout outs again to SpeedGaming for hosting this event and for the restream. I'm really looking forward to the upcoming matches.
It's going to be a blast. Thank you guys again. Great job, Teeks. Looking forward, as I said, to seeing you, fight through the rest of this year. You're very formidable, so I'm hoping to see you make it into the bracket and make it a really good run there. So great job again, and best of luck.
So much, Fred. I appreciate it.
That said, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for tonight. We thank you very much for tuning in. If you liked what you saw, do not forget to give a follow to both our runners, and of course to myself and LZ Cards fan for our Twitch stuff and all that stuff. Links are in the chat room as well. Not only forget to follow this particular channel and all channels here at the SpeedGaming network of Twitch.tv channels. That's going to do it once again, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you very much for tuning in. The next race is tomorrow, and it starts at 12 noon on SpeedGaming regular. Until then, we thank you very much for tuning in. On behalf of LXZ Cards Fan 23, my name is Matty J. So long for the Mushroom Kingdom, everybody.
Good night, everyone.